Secret waiting lists, allegations of corruption, and widespread dysfunction, all at the VA. We've been reporting it here all week. There are over 20 million vets in this country, so how can they get the help they need while the VA itself is in crisis? For more on this, Darin Selnick, Air Force veteran, a former advisor to the Department of Veteran Affairs, now with Concerned Veterans for America. Darin, welcome back to the show. Great to have you here. I have to assume that there are literally thousands of vets tonight who need care and can't get it. What should they do?
Well, first of all, there's what Shinseki and the president can do, and they can waive, there's existing contract mechanisms where they can waive for authorization so that all veterans over 30 days can go ahead and get their health care now of their choice. So the president and Shinseki should do that. There's no way to wait on that. If you are a veteran and you are in that difficult situation, it's tough. If you have an option, if you have Medicare, if you've got Medicaid, if you've got private enhanced health care option, use it.
All right. Let's break this down, though. Let's slow this down a little bit because you've said a lot already. So Shinseki has said that veterans can use private care if they want to, but Darin, come on, how is this going to happen? I mean, as a practical matter, if I walk into some doctor's office or a hospital, are they actually going to take care of me? What kind of proof do I have to show them? Can I be guaranteed some kind of coverage that's not going to come out of my pocket right then?
Well, as of right now, unless you have pre-authorization at the VA, the answer is no. And the VA could go ahead and quickly streamline those procedures. They already have a $9 billion put out for a contracted network across the country through TriWest and HealthNet, so they could activate quickly. In the meantime, go ahead.
That's interesting to me, and you're detailing now what you were saying at first, which is they could flip a switch pretty quickly, and these folks would get the care they need. What's holding this up? Why can't we get this done? This is a major embarrassment. These are America's heroes. They're not getting the care they need by the thousands now. What's it going to take to get change, do you think?
Well, unfortunately, it's going to take the president. I mean, Shinseki could do this, but he's part of the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy resistance to change. They don't like people going out the system no matter what. Shinseki needs to go. The VHA nominee that Obama's done needs to go. And Obama should go ahead and put out his own, edict or whatever, and executive, and go ahead and just do it.
So if you're on a waiting list tonight and you haven't heard anything back, what should you do?
Look, the bottom line is, if you are ill, go see a doctor. Go to the emergency room. It's better to go ahead to a doctor now and deal with the bill later than like the veterans I've dealt with who haven't, and a year later after not being seen, find out they have stage 4 cancer. Go take care of your health now. Worry about the bills later. It's just not worth it.
Wait.
That's the bottom line.
And wait and wait and wait. So you're saying go to a different facility, maybe not a VA facility if you've already tried that option. Go to another hospital, another doctor, ask for care, ask for it now. And you say if you have access to Medicare, Medicaid, certainly coverage from an employer, you can also buy your own insurance. There are options for that as well. I have to say, it's sort of cold comfort tonight for veterans who, they've been waiting care for a long time. You've mentioned Shinseki. This is the fellow, the general, who is running the VA department, and has said it makes him sick to his stomach. He's very upset about what's been going on. Is that enough of an answer? People calling for his heads, is that what needs to happen, or what needs to change?
Well, good intentions are nice, but we've had the IG report. We've had confirmation for everything, and yet he still doesn't act. He needs to go. He's got a capable deputy secretary that can fill in his shoes. We need action.
I want you to respond to something Speaker John Boehner had to say today about this very issue. Here's the Speaker.
I'm going to continue to reserve judgment on General Shinseki. The question I ask myself is him resigning going to get us to the bottom of the problem? Is it going to help us find out what's really going on? And the answer I keep getting is no.
Is the Speaker making a good point here?
I really respect the Speaker, but he's wrong on this. Having been in the VA everyone takes their lead from the Secretary, and the Secretary's been acting as an enabler in this and not as someone who's fixing it. They know that. They see he doesn't do anything about it, and so it enables it to go on and on. Until he goes, until we got someone in there who's going to be reform-minded and actually start knocking heads and doing something, nothing's going to change. He's got to go. It's the only way.
You're in the catbird seat here. What are vets telling you about what should happen next?
Well, I got to tell you, I talk to veterans around the country every day, and they want him gone. They want heads to roll. They want accountability. They want the system to change. They're sick of seeing that either themselves being ill and dying or their friends being ill and dying. And, you know, the VA for a good number of years had a good reputation, but it is back to the 80s and the 90s where the VA is the place to go. And that's not the way it should be. No veteran should have to wait for their care and die because of it. It's just unacceptable.
Unacceptable is the right word. Darin, thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you so much.